I think he knows it. He tried to assault it. It didn't work out. And the army's dead. It was the level 11 as well. Oh, but what we do have is Lugia going to snipe the Emporion chariot. I mean, you know, every little helps. And he's now taken the pain to retreat the army. I mean, you know what? If it works, it works. I mean, you can take it. This fort didn't gain his garrison back, so he's gone back over to siege it. Man, it takes quite a bit to look in every direction. Emporion must be really on edge, heart pounding and all that. He's almost lost his entire heartland, now losing 75 ducats a month. Big battle here. Let's big battle that Mauritania ran away from. Food not looking good for Mauritania either. I suppose that's what happens when you have a fucking wank ton of elephants. They drink the food, as I keep saying. So yeah, both Celtiberia and Mauritania ended up retreating from this battle. These sieges should start going faster once the food's gone, which is going to happen very, very soon as well. Let's have another scan over here, and we're glad that we did, because we found another big battle. Magna Graecia has the advantage so far. He's got a level 11 there. There's a level 15 right here, ready and waiting to change the tactic in the Macedonian favor. I would suggest maybe that you do that. There he is. He's coming in. Got a phalanx. No, not against that. Yeah, skirmishing. That's what you want. Skirmish the bottleneck and just try and do what you can. But the losses here are definitely heavily weighted. I think Magna Graecia's probably got this fight as well. Reinforcements. There's a plenty of men there to reinforce. There's plenty on both sides actually, but I'd say maybe Magna Graecia has it, considering there's 74 elephants ready to reinforce, and there's no elephants here. I think as soon as these elephants really take over the front line, we're going to see massive, massive casualties for the Macedonians. They do change the tactic again, though. And there is 40,000 reinforcements ready, but the elephants have arrived, and yeah, the losses are fairly one-sided, but they could certainly be better. Not having the tactic and having the general disadvantage really does hurt. But when they roll well, they do quite a lot of damage. But look at this, just cycling these leaders in and out and in and out. It's really quite something to see. Just the level of, like, this is what you have to do to win every battle. If this game ever became an esport, this would be the strategy, the skill that would really separate the top players. I mean, it's never going to be an esport, don't get me wrong, but just talking about skills and stuff, this is the most important skill. Alright, we've got the level 15 coming back in. He's going to change it probably to phalanx, of course. He's got shock action here. No, he changed to bottleneck because he doesn't have phalanx. It's he really needs maybe the Cyrenaican to choose phalanx and then retreat the Kush. Because, phalanx is really good against shock action, better than bottleneck is. And now skirmishing versus bottleneck. Oh, I love this. This just like ping-ponging of generals, just trying to get every advantage. Who's got the reinforcements? There's no reinforcements from Magna Graecia, but there's almost no reinforcements either for the Kushite army, and yeah, it's a victory for Macedon. Fantastic, good job. That was thrilling. That was a battle. That was certainly a battle. Does YouTube do clips? I think that should be a clip. Oh, and yeah, this is really good stuff. So the war goal is this region here. Now that they have these two forts, this is going to be desieged every time. They no longer really need to worry about the white peace or the anything being imminent. I think they've got this. They need to stand troops here permanently almost to be able to win this war and to force the peace for, it's quite a small amount of land. But still, it's going to keep getting desieged by these forts. Obviously, he's going to try and take the fort back, which is smart. But he's also, sitting a troop there because he knows he needs to keep hold of this land. That fort is now fallen. He's going for the last fort in Cornwall. It is Cornwall. Yes, it is. Oh, and is there space here for a little sneaky dude upper? Maybe. I mean, Albion's got dudes around here as well. If he has land here, so he could just, you know, sneak in, just drop a dude, bugger off again. 50 ships from Emporion there, just saying no thank you, no please. Right. Albion coming... Oh, don't attack when you've got low morale. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's just sitting there. What is he up to? Well, it's been 44 days since they got the war goal. Oh man, it's so back and forth. I love this. This is the best war. Compared to the actual just like physical pain of watching last session with Boja being a prick, like this is so much better. This has been a fantastic session so far. Even with the, you know, the need for the hot join, the crashes and all that, this has still been a fantastic game so far. I've been loving this. Getting the morale back, they're probably going to try and take this out. Thing is, he did come from here. It's really on edge whether there's going to be a river crossing that Emporion suffers or not. I don't know which it's going to be. Pictonia's got a nice level 14. There's some pretty decent generals around the place. We got Arvernia trying to take out these forts in the north. This marsh fort, that's dangerous. You don't want to siege that. That's real nasty. That's a lot of... donkeys as well. Holy shit! Look, if you wanna siege with donkeys, it's not a terrible idea, is it? Ooh, and Venta is just like burning. Nice. We got Pictonia. He's doing a storm. He's doing a storm. He's going for it. He's going down here. I'm sure of it. Is he? No, he's actually just going here. What's Emporion doing? Where are you going? Oh, the battle's gonna happen. He's leaving the level 12 for later. Just smart. I mean, you've got level 14 here if you really need to change the tactic. But this fort is going to be annoying. You're going to have to walk around it. So far, we've got, you know, the battle is going to go Emporion's way. Mostly because the tactic has just been absolutely countered like a boss. But there's level 12 here ready to change the tactic. And he changes it terribly. Jake is terrible at this tactics changing. Really, really quite awful. Bad Jake. Oh, and here comes Lugia with the interception. Now this is very much what Vespasian is very good at. Intercepting reinforcements, stopping them from, you know, changing the tactics or anything. He's losing, but if this battle had continued on like for a very long time, as most battles usually do, this would have been really, really good. When you know, Vespasian's got allies coming in now as well. He's going to win both battles. Of course, like it doesn't matter if you lose the initial engagement. If you can stop them from, you know, reinforcing, stop them from changing tactics, anything like that. It's the same thing that we saw down here. Apart from the fact that, you know, Starchitec didn't actually go for it. Yeah, big battle and a stack wipe on a level 9. Fantastic, fantastic work. So now we've got Emporion retreating to probably Durvernum. I'm going to stick with the Emporionese perspective because I feel like there's probably going to be some kind of peace deal coming in. Or maybe if we switch to Albion, it'll be Emporion trying to send some peace deals. Stoyan is the Magna Gracia player. I think this is looking like a crash. Yes, it is. Okay, that's unfortunate. So Stoyan should be coming into the Senate any moment. Or at least he should be. Stoyan's left. Alright, Stoyan, come on. Where are you, buddy? We're gonna finish now, actually. If Stoyan is crashed, we were gonna end on the 1st of December anyway. We might as well end it now. So let's check. I'm gonna check a save in. Man, that was a great session. That was a fantastic session. I'm very much happy with that. I'll pop a save in there. What a session. Go tell everyone the game's ended, by the way. Let's get everyone in here.
Okay.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, we're done for today. Alright, well, for the people on YouTube, actually that's everyone now, because I'm now streaming on YouTube as well. For the people not in the live stream, but are still on YouTube watching it later, I'm going to be right back with the results and stuff of the game. And for the people in YouTube, we're gonna go and do the scores, and it should be a good time. So yeah, I'll be right back. Post stream YouTube. Yeah, never gonna get used to that. Oh well. See you in a minute. Wow, what a session compared to last session, session 10. This one was thrilling. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And yeah, last session was garbage compared to this. This was just great. So yeah, we had the Albion-Emporion War, which has definitely been the highlight. It's where I've been focusing most of my attention on. That I loved. Magna Graecia attacked Arvernia. Managed to get a good chunk of land. Apparently he used the suggest demands when trying to piece out the AI of Arvernia. If it was Arvernia that attacked Magna Graecia, then I would be a bit more iffy about them like piecing out as soon as the guy had dropped. Is it a bit cheap, the piece he got? Probably. But you know, it's really hard to say. I think as soon as everyone gets, you know, a good solid session where no one's dropping out, we'll have an Albion, Pictonia, Arvernia, Lugia coming south into this area. I think then we're going to get a pretty good war as well. So I'm hoping to see that. Pisuria didn't really do that much. Thrace had a few crashes, didn't really do that much. So yeah, the big wars really what happened in Europe. We had Emporion attacking Albion, and originally it was actually fairly even. Maybe Emporion had the advantage. They were slowly increasing that advantage over time, and Albion was being driven back. But then Magna Graecia pieced out Arvernia, which in hindsight really screwed Emporion, because that meant that Pictonia, instead of having to fight against the Magna Graecian bloc, was free to bring his troops north. We had Vespasian subbing in for Lugia. He brought his troops in, and there was the tide definitively turned, and now Emporion really doesn't have much of a chance that I can see, at least, in Albion. So yeah, Celtiberia attacking the Mauritanians really helped Albion as well. It stopped a bunch of these elephants from sailing north into Britain. For sure, that helped a lot. But yeah, interesting wars all over here. One of the big ones as well was Macedon attacking Magna Graecia. That was pretty huge, and it's been something that I've been looking to see for quite some time. At the moment, I think their manpower pools are effectively infinite. They are regaining manpower faster than they lose it on both sides. I think they just haven't had enough huge battles to really, you know, chunk through that manpower. So the war can last quite some time more. I think having a look at it, Magna Graecia, they've got the tech advantage. I think there's probably a skill advantage there as well. But Macedon are pushing in. They've got more sieges. And the more you siege, the more you deprive your enemy of manpower and money. And if it continues like this, Magna Graecia will eventually lose. I think he's probably going to be able to, you know, pull it back a little bit if he just really focuses on, okay, we'll get a ton of troops. We'll just get a ton of troops and then we'll go in, instead of, you know, drip feeding troops in. He needs a decisive victory and a counterattack that succeeds. At the moment, he hasn't got that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next session. I hope they don't have some negotiated peace between the sessions, and I hope this war continues, because it's been quite thrilling to watch. As I said, Pisuria didn't really do much. Antagonids got back his southern coastline from Babylon, who had a new player. Foghorn Leghorn makes his return. It's great to have him back in the multiplayers. So yeah, Babylon back, Antagonids gaining a ton of land, Kush gaining a ton of land. I still don't like that he did this. Just that doesn't don't like it. But maybe maybe in the future I'll make some rules about exclaves. It's just iffy to me. He did give the mountain passes to Antigonids as well, so the Cilician Gates are at least owned by Antigonids. Yeah, Babylon did he did well. He did lose to Kush and Egypt in the original war, but then he did manage to take back some land later on, which I completely missed. But he did really well there, I think. Especially coming in fresh. He hasn't played in a while, and yeah, he did really well. Kush, yeah, he got some more land in the north. Parthia was not playing today. He was unable to because of, I think his internet crapped out or something. Alexandria Escate didn't really focus on him too much, but Liman has been completely wiped out. This is the only Alexandria left. I think we started with like 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, only one left. Shul did well as well. They've got a fair chunk of land. And then Mauria, originally subbed by Vespasian before the rehost, and then by Iggy at the end of it, did really well, took the entire eastern coast of Boja, and he's really in the ascendancy here. I think at some point we're probably going to see Barata Varsha. Thing is, we've got a sub for Boja in the next session, so he's not going to be an AI anymore. So personally, I think that's great. There's not just going to be a walkover giving Mauria basically the win for the multiplayer. I think he should have to fight for it. I mean, he has been fighting for it so far, and I just want to make sure that continues, and it's not just AI stomp, because AI stomps are boring as all fuck, and I don't want an AI stomp to be the one that wins the multiplayer. So yeah, Mauria doing well. But as for the scores for this session, let's have a chunky look at those. Ta-da! So, if we sort by points gain, in first place was Mauria. They gained points mostly for their growth. Growth percentage was pretty decent as well. We got Alexandria Escate gaining a chunk of points as well for their conquests in Alexandria Liman. We got Magna Graecia gaining points for their wins against Arvernia. We've got the Antigonids, of course, winning against the Babylonians. We have... what else we got? Macedon. I'm not really sure what Macedon took. I think he was at war with something up here, but I'm not entirely sure what got him 969 pops. I mean, I think the... No, wait, no, I do know. He was at war with the Athens at the start of the session, and they're no longer alive, so I guess that was a fair chunk of pops for him. Kush taking land here, gained him some points as well. And yeah, that was the winners. So in first place now, for total points, we have Iggy in Mauria, first place. We've got Shul in second place, Celtiberia third, Macedon in fourth, and Alexandria Escate in fifth place. So it's still all to play for. There is a lot more to come. You really can't discount how impactful the points for the post-game, the post-game points, where I'm going to give points for who has the best-looking road network, who has the biggest name on the map, max manpower and income and all this kind of stuff. Obviously, also counts. But you know what? There's a lot of points still to play for, so that's going to be interesting to see who wins that. We're in the year 665, so there are, 35, 20, 55, 57 years left. I'm hoping that we can get that done in 2 sessions. But either way, it's gonna be a hell of a fun time. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I certainly did. Yeah, on to the next one. My expectations, we'll see Albion controlling the entirety of Britain again. I'm going to see this war continue, and I doubt a huge peace is going to be signed either way, but there is going to be a peace signed, and it's going to... I'm hoping it's going to be good. If Macedon really starts winning, I could see Arvernia attacking to take back his land here, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So yeah, tune in to the next episode, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.